Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm here to do an energy check-in for fire signs for the full moon Virgo eclipse on March 3rd. This eclipse brings a high defining light on the details of your life, your routines, your health, your work, your boundaries, and the quiet ways you've been overgiving. This full moon in Virgo isn't here to be gentle. It's here to be precise. And with an eclipse, we're not just releasing, we're realigning. Be sure to like, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's jump in fire signs. Let's see what the universe has for you for this full moon eclipse. All right, we're going to start with a Moonology Oracle card to get a general energy. Let's see what the universe has for fire signs. All right, thank you. And we are getting for you, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. All right, so something you fire signs have been going on or dealing with. Place that where that resonates. But this personal situation is coming to a resolution. Let's see what our interpretation in the guidebook has for that. Here we go. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sorry, I lost my book. Very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goal or dream. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. How to attune to the moon. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Here are additional meanings for this card. Place them where they resonate. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time lately? All right, so there is a personal matter coming to a resolution. And when we think about full moons are culmination as well as eclipse. A lot of times it will eclipse or cut out things. So there very well could be a situation where it comes to a resolution, and then this is the perfect time to cut those energetic cords. All right, fire signs, let's jump into tarot and see what the cards have for you. All right, here we go. All right, our first card out is the card that you are meant, the energy you are meant to embody as we are moving into this full moon. The next card is what is culminating and or what is being eclipsed or needing to be released, which is the Star. We also have the Devil, which is the energy to lean into during this time. And our last card is the Three of Cups, which is advice or guidance from Spirit around this time. So yes, there's some healing, quite a bit of healing, and some breaking attachments. So this personal issue could have very well have been maybe something where somebody has had an attachment or an addiction or something that has caused an issue, and you have been working through that. And it could very well be yourself, but you are breaking free this eclipse, this full moon. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is what we'll start with. This is the energy underneath it all. This is the wheel. So this is a very divine timing card. So whatever situation, this resolution, the things that you have been going through, the things that you may have had to release or end, it was all fated, and it was something that was on a divine timing. And so when we think about that, Spirit does not give you anything you cannot handle. And so I'm really feeling a very heavy energy right now. So it feels like you fire signs have been really dealing with something that has played heavy on you emotionally, physically, could have been a health issue, but really the universe is coming in saying the wheel is turning. Okay, you are coming out of the winter of your life, or moving into that next season, and there is a shift, and really it's for the better. I really do feel that this is a positive shift. Some of you may have felt that you were here at the bottom of the wheel, and this is shifting. And that doesn't mean that if you are ones that are feeling on the top of the wheel that it's going to shift. But again, there's divine timing at play here. And so there's things that are out of your control that you are going to have to roll with. That's what Spirit asked me to say, roll with the flow. Okay, so that's what you will be doing as we move into this full moon. Now, the energy that you are meant to embody or are embodying as you enter this read is the Five of Cups. And again, this is a emotional card. Cups are our emotions. And as we can tell, we have this person here that's in a grief, in a sadness for the spilling of these cups. This could very well be that personal situation that you've been going through. You could have knocked over these cups, or somebody could have knocked them over. Regardless, they are now spilled. The really big message that comes through it, and that is what really wanting to come through right now, is the fact that it's okay. Now, part of you really wanted this situation to be done, really wanted it to end, really wanted it to be released. And so you are doing that, and that's what you are supposed to be doing at this time. So when we think about this full moon, and when we think about Virgo, we have those routines, we have that domestic part of our life. Some things are going to need to be eclipsed, and that eclipse also is really supercharging that energy and saying it's being cut out, right? But the beauty of this too is that there's something other for you. There's something else. And the thing is with any ending, whether we want it or not, it's a loss. We will go through our energy of grief. And so it's important that you really think and give yourself the energy to grieve, right? Feel your feels. And if you're in this energy, especially right now, full moons can be very, very emotional. So you're in a really good time, and full moons are really good for healing. So you're in a very good energy if this is what you're coming in with to heal. And like I said, there's a lot of healing. There's a lot of things coming to resolution. And with that, there's going to be some cords that you are needing to cut. Now, what is being cut out or eclipsed or being released is the Star. Now, again, this is hope and healing after destruction. If we think about the card that comes before this, it's the Tower. The Tower moment it can be very heavy, and you fire signs could have very well have dealt with a Tower moment. And so what is needing to be released is that energy. You are needing to hydrate. Now, this could be hydrate with your body, right? Hydrate. Drink water. Again, you may need to do some hydrotherapy. A friend of mine, we're just talking about, they have what we call head spas out there, and it's where you are able, I believe it's a Japanese tradition, and they massage your head and your shoulders and your neck. And so that's really popping into my mind right now. You could very well go out and get a massage, because what's needing to be is this release of this pent up, this energy from that tower moment, or from that personal issue that you have been going through. So for example, if you have been dealing with a health issue and you have now received maybe you broke your foot and you have been on a scooter for the last a couple months, and it's been really draining and tiresome, and you've just gotten the clear to go and again, revitalize. Go and take it slow, right? Don't go out and just go play basketball or lacrosse or anything like that, but take it slow. Start your walk, start being gentle on yourself, soothe and hydrate. And so the energy that is being released is that tower, right? That very negative, very destructive energy that could have been just before, the stuff that you have been working and dealing with for a while, because it's now coming to a resolution. And Spirit is really asking you to heal, nourish, do things that bring you inspiration again. If you are one that loves to write and you haven't been able to do that for months and months and months, start writing, start journaling. If you're one that has a hobby that you love to cook and you haven't been able to cook or bake, make those chocolate chip cookies. So Spirit is really saying, release that which has been trying, that personal issue that you have had to deal with. Release those negativities, that energy, that I'm getting kind of a rage or a frustration, an ick. Release that and give yourself the opportunity to heal, to nourish, to ground, right? And simplify, okay? Typically, tower moments come in to break down big structures, but it really it's like cleans the slate. And so you are starting with a clean slate, and that's really exciting. So heal what needs to be healed. And the energy that you are meant to lean into is the energy of the devil. Okay, again, this is a pessimistic, this is a very negative energy. This is attachments, being chained to things that you are having a difficulty breaking free. So lean into some shadow aspects, right? So there could very well be some guilt, some pessimism, some things that have surfaced because of this situation, right? They could have been caused because of this situation, but the universe is saying, lean into that. Feel your feels. Feel the icky, right? Stop repressing it, because the repression is what's chaining you and creating this block. And you are meant to do and start really building something great. And so this is an opportunity, especially with this eclipse, to really break free, to break those chains that have kept you bound. For any of my artsy types, or anyone at that, this is also breaking free of a creative block. Whatever your art may be, that may be baking, that may be visual arts, you might be a painter or a musician or a writer, and you have been dealing, and it very well could have been a situation where this has been occupying your time, and so it has stifled you being able to go out and create And from that, there's just a stifledness that's come with that. So there's a creative block. It's now time to start doing those things. Again, universe is really saying start slow. It's not going to happen overnight. And fire signs can be very impulsive and sometimes do not want to wait patiently. But it's okay, because that's all part of you and the lesson that you're supposed to learn from the situation, right? And your healing is important. That needs to be said for some of you. Some of you are feeling that, like, I'm feeling stifled because I haven't been able to heal, but it's no big deal. I'm just going to push on. Universe is saying, no more of that. Okay. Break these chains, break these things, these habits, these mindsets, these negative thought patterns that have kept you stuck. Because that, what has occurred up until this point and what is going to be eclipsed out of your life was for you so that you can learn. Okay, there's big lessons. So a lot of reflection too around this time. But there's a very positive feeling from this. There's a relief that's coming through with this resolution. And I'm really glad for that. Lean into that relief. Now, advice and or guidance is celebrate. Connect with your soul tribe. This could be I'm breaking up with someone and I haven't been able to be with my friends. This could very well be I'm going to start planning. Let's plan our social hour on Friday evenings after everyone gets out of work, and let's go and just chat for a few hours so that we can connect again. This could be very well a family. Maybe there is a family situation where that personal situation has been relieved and now you are healing as well as the other person. And so now there could be a family gathering that is coming through. You could very well be dealing with a personal issue that has kept you away. Maybe there's an addiction that I'm thinking back for, this could be specific for someone. Your New Year's resolution was giving up something. Could have been alcohol, could have been cigarettes, could have been anything like that. And you have been secluded. You have built up a tower to keep yourself protected. But this eclipse is breaking you free from that. And it's time for you to go celebrate, to lean into community, to social, to celebrating and celebrating yourself. And here's the thing too, it's not just you are needing this. Your friends or your family or that soul tribe, they're missing you. They want to see you too. So it might be a really good time for you to go out and again, rekindle some of those things. All right, we're going to end our read with an inspiration. Let's see what is coming through for fire signs for this full moon eclipse. All right, thank you. And we are getting for you, pay attention to nature. Pay attention to episodes in nature that kindle an inner spark of awe and admiration. You don't have to discuss it with another being. If it has meaning to you, it's valid. Listen to the wind, the critters, the rain, and the ocean. Listen to it all. All right, so it's time for you to get out and connect, right? Reconnect. Maybe go on a hike, maybe go on a camping trip. That could be something, but really connecting, that's a lot of grounding energy too. So that is something that's really coming through with all of this healing and all of this resolution and cutting out some things. It's very important that you go ground. Take your shoes off, go walk in that grass. All right, fire signs, that's what I have for you for this full moon eclipse. Please like, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know if there's any feel-good vibes I can send your way. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye-bye.